We are used to seeing innumerable foreign flags flying on the streets of England. I hate it. It happens all the time, it happens every day. This is just a random example from last year, but you can find any amount because there have been so many foreigners marching on our streets, waving their foreign flags, appealing to their foreign causes, that I, and I think a lot of other people, are just completely sick of it. Because it feels like we are just losing the jurisdiction that we have over our own country. This is not an Islamic country. This is not a country that is dominated by these people, but you wouldn't know it, given the activism that's taking place. Americans seem to think that Britain is like majority, or England is majority Islamic, but that's not true. They're only like 6 to 7% of the population. It's just they are organised, they are active, and the government is responsive to them. The powers that be genuflect towards them. And so, England, still being 75% English, we're just sat here like, okay, but where's our representation? Where's our government? If you're the government of them, who are the government of us? What the hell do we get out of the organisation, out of the agreement, that we pay all the bloody taxes? Because these people aren't net taxpayers. Anyway, you get just some real sort of rub-in-the-face events. And Birmingham City Council, Birmingham being a 42% English city, lit up the Birmingham Library in green and white to celebrate Pakistan's Independence Day on the 14th of August. Now, again, you're doing this in England, so I can't suggest that you guys are in fact independent of us. You still seem dependent on us. Go back to Pakistan and celebrate it there if that's something you really care about. But then they did it for the Indians as well. We're going to light it up for Indian Independence Day, which is the day after, so it'll light up in orange. Oh, great. Just great. I'm so sick of this virtue signaling foreign nonsense. And the thing is, like, it's so embarrassing. Like, you get stuff like this where, oh look, the Pakistanis are out celebrating Pakistan Independence Day. And so the police are going to be out there dancing with them because community cohesion. It's like, what? Anyway, like I said, absolutely sick of it. Completely unprofessional from the police. Completely tired of having our streets flooded with foreigners, people who are not from this country or ancestrally from this country, and who are waving foreign flags as if this is an occupation, as if this is land they have colonized and conquered from us. Very tired of it. And the thing is, so people decided, right, we're going to go around and put English and British flags up. But it's the English flags that matter the most, because the English flags speak to the ethnic group of the English. That's our flag. In the same way that the Pakistani flag is considered to be an ethnic flag of the Pakistanis, or an Indian flag, the ethnic flag of Indians. Now, I'm well aware that Pakistan and India have many smaller sub-ethnic groups in them, but that doesn't seem to matter because of the distance that they are from one another. When they are transplanted into our country, suddenly they're all on the same team, and it doesn't seem to matter. So this isn't going to matter for us. But anyway, Birmingham City Council decided, no, we're not having England flags up. We'll have as many Pakistani flags, as many Indian flags, and as much signage and whatever as they want for them, but not for you. And this was something that people could really... Honestly, a lot of people took exception to this, and I'm totally on their side here. Right, so the BBC reports, in recent weeks, the Union Jack and St George's Cross have been hung on Weoley Castle and Northfield areas of the city, which locals said they were doing as an act of patriotism. Obviously, they were. But the thing is, the council took them down, because they said work is due to begin imminently, and the lamp columns need to remain free from attachments so work can be carried out quickly and safely. People who attach unauthorised items to lampposts could be putting their lives and those of motorists and pedestrians at risk. Oh, bollocks. Just bollocks. You know that's bollocks. And we know that you know that's bollocks because when people like, look, you need to take down the Palestine flags they keep putting up, the Birmingham Council goes, well, look, we're too scared to do it because we're worried about violence. They know that this is about dominance. They know this is about one group exerting dominance over another. And the English are just, I think they've had enough at this point. I think they've genuinely had a bellyful. And so you see people putting more flags up all over the place in Birmingham. Just no, screw you. This is our country. You are guests in it. We're flying our flag. And so this has been something, again, it's just everywhere that these flashpoints are taking place. You see again, in Epping here, people raising Union Jacks and England flags to make the point. And this has been dubbed Operation Raise the Colours. So around the country, patriotic Englishmen are just raising the England flag in defiance of the multicultural order. Because the multicultural order will have it that the Pakistanis, the Indians, whoever, they are entitled to have their colours flown. They are entitled to have their flags everywhere. You are not entitled to have yours. They will just say, well, look, we're afraid of the Pakistani community, which tells us everything you need to know about how things get done in this country, but you can't have yours because we're not afraid of you. So people are like, well, we don't care. We're having our flags up. We are raising the colours. You can continue to keep taking them down if you want, but we're just going to keep putting them back up. It's these kinds of active civil disobedience, acts of civil disobedience, that I think this is really impactful, because you know that they are absolutely seething about this, right? But the thing is, what have you really done, right? You haven't really done anything. So now they have a choice. They can either put up with the fact that you're going to keep putting up these flags, and they'll either have to keep spending money taking them down or just endure them, which is a sign of dominance of us over our own land, or they can start coming down hard on the people. And that, honestly, would be a severe strategic mistake, because people are just tired of the project of multiculturalism at this point. We are just tired. And as Callum points out here, can't help but notice, but it's the England flag that is the symbol of resistance to multiculturalism in England. And I mean, this is like a bloody Mona Lisa painting. I love this, like Renaissance painting. You know, slightly overweight chap waving an England flag. The UK police of diversity and inclusion managing to bloody park on the bloody roundabout, so everything's out of order. Just honestly, it's magnificent. It's poorly focused. It's magnificent. It really summarises everything about the bloody dilapidated state of the country. But you can see who's on whose side with this, right? If you wave the England flag, you are for the English people. And if you're in opposition to that, you're part of the British police. You're part of the British establishment. You are part of the UK. And everyone can see that this is becoming the statement of opposition to multicultural UKism. No, we want to live in England. We don't have anywhere else to go. This is the only country that we have. All of these other people who are celebrating things are celebrating other countries that are run for them. That Pakistanis have jurisdiction over Pakistan. Indians have jurisdiction over India. That is what you're celebrating in these Independence Days. Those dates when your people gain control over your land. And so now the English are like, yeah, no, we want that too. We want our people having control and jurisdiction over our land. That's what this should be, and that's what Operation Raise the Colours is about. And trust me, right, this is, people are noticing, they're like, well, what kind of state are we in where the St. George flag and the Union flags are a sign of resistance? Like, yeah, we're occupied by the multicultural, diverse, liberal paradigm. And they allow other nations to make statements of ownership over our country, whereas we are actively resisted by our own governments, by our councils, by the police, by the establishment, to make our statement of ownership over our own country. So, in fact, in many ways, the thing's kind of reversed. Like, this is something that I'm sure the British imperial regime in India, the Raj, would have taken down Indian flags or Pakistani flags in that time, and they would have put up British flags, probably not English flags. But it's the same principle. It's just being played in reverse. And so now that's happening here. It's like, okay, well, fine. So this is it now then, right? So basically, everyone has to get your flags. I did mean to get my England flag to record this. It was just sat on my thing over there. But yeah, so now is it, right? No, we're going to get our England flags, and we are going to fly our England flags. Because this is England. We are the English. We have the jurisdiction over this land. It's just literally that simple. And it's not up for negotiation. It's not something that we're going to concede any further steps on. And in fact, we're going to start retaking it. So you can send your people around to take them down, but we're just going to keep putting them back up. This is something that you've got to understand, the powers that be, right? Is that people are becoming aware that this is full-scale resistance at this point, right? So many people, and I talk to so many people about this, where it's like, what are we going to do? And I'm like, can't really say, to be honest. Don't really want to articulate or enunciate what the actual solution to these problems might actually be, because we have an entirely traitorous political class. I mean, like, Keir Starmer, apparently, the Labour Party, are like, oh, we think we might extend votes to foreigners. It's like, that's treason. That's fucking treason, mate. Right? And so I have loads of conversations with just normal people in normal real life who don't know who I am, and they're like, yeah, I don't know what's going to have to be done about this country. And you know what the implication, what they're saying under that is? They're saying, well, we're going to have to fight for it. And it's like, okay, well, if we're going to have to fight for it, that's fine, because we need a banner. And we have one. It's not the British flag. It's not the Union flag, although that is ours as well, obviously. But that's been slightly subverted. But they hate the English. They hate the English flag. And they'll never wear it proudly themselves. So we will wear it proudly. We will have it. This is ours. And whenever you see it up, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Take a photo, put it on social media. Make sure everyone can see. You know, and if there's a flagpole or something that approximates to a flagpole around, just go put one up. I don't think they're going to do anything about it. And I don't think there's anything wrong with what you've done. Because it seems, in fact, to be a morally necessary thing to do in this era, in this time, and in this place. This country is ours. And if they're going to get in a big tizzy about you putting up an English flag, ask them why.